Through These Doors is sponsored by Shields.
The great thing about snowboarding is the adventure. All day long you're finding different ways of doing different things, and it's never the same. I don't mind snowboarding alone, but if you've got your friends up there on the mountain and you guys can all cruise down together, it's a really, really fun time. Snowboarding has been really fun and really rewarding for me, and I want it to be fun and rewarding for my customers as well. I'm Lindsay McKinstry, and I'm one of the snowboard experts at Shields.
Well, we had a new member join last Saturday, Brandon O'Donnell, number 21. Yeah, he did do it the right way. 3 really nice goals at home. Got some hats out there on the ice, so we had a good time out there.
You know, me and Gordy, we talked about it, or he mentioned it in between after the second intermission. He's like, "Hey, you gonna join the club?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll join it."
I told him in the second intermission we're gonna make T-shirts for the Hat Trick Club.
And but you know, I think I was just kind of benefited from a few great plays.
Mark Mack, he's another member of the Hat Trick Club, but you know, it's kind of got a little asterisk next to him because he had the empty netter there in CC, and he got on the road. So I mean, it doesn't count as much as getting one here at home with no empty netter.
With the new year upon us, the University of North Dakota men's hockey team kicked off 2015 with a big series as Minnesota Duluth rolled into town. Unfortunately for UND, the number 1 team in the nation, Friday night was not its best performance of the year. The Bulldogs, meanwhile, took advantage. UND was on the wrong side of the puck possession battle for most of the night, and the team couldn't capitalize on its lone power play chance.
Odd game. They made more plays, and I thought probably turned the momentum of the hockey game in the second period, especially after they scored their first goal.
Yet there was some hope. Senior Connor Gorder tied it midway through the third period. But the momentum stopped there as the Bulldogs answered with 1 a minute later, out to 3 unanswered goals that left UND and its fans with a sour taste.
I think for like a 20-second span, we got in their zone again, and we're rolling, and then they came back down and scored right away, and it kind of takes the energy right out of you.
We gave up the winning goal after an icing call, and they were able to keep the puck in and make a couple of plays, and that was a game-winning goal.
North Dakota looked to its upperclassmen to lead the way on Saturday night. Junior goaltender Zane McIntyre continued his excellent weekend of play, stopping 41 of 43 Bulldog shots. Senior Brendan O'Donnell provided the offense. O'Donnell scored his first career hat trick, netting goals in each period. Senior Mark McMillan added a highlight reel goal as UND earned a split with a 5-2 win on Saturday night.
Good bounce back when coming off of last night's game. definitely not the result we wanted or the effort we wanted. And I thought tonight we came out and played hard, we played good, and we played the way we need to play to get wins, and that's the way we need to play consistently.
Following his hat-trick performance on Saturday, Brendan O'Donnell refocused his attention to his final semester at UND within the Memorial Union on campus.
And but I think I was just kind of benefited from a few great plays. And Tomer made a great cross-ice pass, and on the second one there, Gordy, he probably could have shot it by himself, and he decided to give it to me for the tap in. And on the third one, Luke Johnson just kind of went in there, won a battle. And I just right place, the right time. I just kind of put it on a platter, and it went in for me. So, I was definitely pretty happy. And at the same time, I think the most important thing is we got the win.
And when he was moved from the first line on Friday to the fourth line on Saturday, neither Brendan nor the coaching staff thought of this as a demotion.
The lines change consistently quite a bit, and it wasn't a big surprise. And I think getting the opportunity to play with Gordy, I think me and him have built up some chemistry throughout the years here, and playing with him at Baganski on Saturday night, I think doesn't change anything. And I think if you're competing and you're playing hard, it doesn't matter who you're playing with, because every night you're gonna be playing with great players. So I think the biggest thing is you gotta go out and work hard, and I think if you do that, then you'll have some success.
And everybody else wants to look at a line chart and label 1, 2, 3, 4. The fact is, they're just different. Every group of three is a little bit different. They have a different personality, and they, within a team structure, they still play a little bit different from the next line. And I thought on Saturday, we went back to a couple of combinations that have worked for us in the past. The Gorder, Baganski, O'Donnell line was one of them, and they played a huge part for us in that win.
While his 3 goals were the difference in the win over the Bulldogs, O'Donnell has experienced both highs and lows in his collegiate career.
Yeah, I think since I've been here, it's been kind of a roller coaster, a lot of ups and downs, and nothing matters more than the present time. And I think with the coaches and their mentality, they have they demand the best every day out of their players, and it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you've done. If you're not bringing it that day, it's not good enough. And I think the mentality of never satisfied. I think it's the right mentality to have. It's not something that is easy, and it's not easy to bring it every day and be at your best every day. But that's what's demanded and that's what's expected, and nothing less.
O'Donnell made decisions to mature, even if that meant the end of another institution within UND hockey.
Brad Miller time, obviously when I first got recruited, and I think that's the first season they had of Brad Miller time when Brad Miller did it, and so I'd always watch that, and I was a big fan of the show. And then when I came here, my freshman year, Tate had kind of done it. I think he did like 4 episodes or whatever.
I'm here with Brendan O'Donnell. What's up, man? How are you?
Hey Tate, thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, yeah, totally.
The next year he approached me and he's like, hey, would you be interested in doing it? And I was like, I didn't really give it much thought. I was kind of like, yeah, I'd love to do it. I didn't know if I was really the right guy for the job or whatever, but it was something that I was a big fan of it, and I liked to do it, and I thought it'd be fun if we did it. So we did a few episodes, and we actually had a few made that we didn't end up airing. But this is my sophomore year, it didn't exactly go the way I would have liked it to go. It was a lot of ups and downs. It's probably the toughest year of my hockey career, and I thought maybe it'd be best for the next year just kind of focus on hockey and not have any other distractions. Whether or not that was a distraction or not, I just thought it'd be best.
Brendan and his teammates plan to carry a lasting work ethic and mentality down to the last game.
Well, Brendan's such an important player for us, and everybody on our roster is important, but to come out and have a night like that is pretty special. you know, and at the end of the night, everybody in the locker room is excited about the win. That's number one, team success. But it's always nice when a guy like Odie goes out and has that kind of a night. Everybody's happy and excited for him.
If we play like that, then I think we'll give ourselves a good chance to be where we want to be at the end of the year. And, you know, right now we just got to learn to bring it every day. You know, whether it's practice or games, you know, compete and be hungry to get better and succeed. And I think if we have that, then, you know, we'll be okay. And if not, then you know, we're gonna have to find that.
This weekend, UND will play the second of 3 consecutive home series to open the last half of the season. While Niagara University has had its share of struggles this season, the effect that a loss could have on UND's postseason chances make this a dangerous series for the boys in green and white.
You only have so many opportunities left, not only at home but on the road as well. You have to take advantage of every opportunity, and this is our last chance to go and play non-conference games. These 2 results will play a huge role in where we sit at the end of our season.
We kind of feel as a staff we've been a bit inconsistent, and we really want to try to start nailing that down where every night we're getting, you know, you don't always have to be great, we say, but we need at least a good, solid, good game from you, a reliable baseline. We know if we play with our talent and ability we have, if we play really hard and have a good structure and have everybody playing at least well, you know, we're going to be a hard team to beat. We just feel we've had too much of the up and down, and that's something that we're trying to nail down, whether it's against Niagara or Duluth.
Earlier this year, we've already faced a couple teams that haven't been that highly ranked. I think we've kind of had a wake-up call every time that, you know, every team in the country is a good team, and they could win any game if they bring their best, and we know we'll get everyone's best. So it's just preparing the same way as we would if we were playing the #1 team in the country. So that's what we're doing this week, and we're ready for Friday night.
We're going to really try to get in that mode where we're getting a little more machine-like, a little more reliable, predictable to our teammates. We're always doing the same thing. We know what we're doing, and you know, we always kind of say we want to do things harder, stronger, longer until the other team breaks.
Well, yeah, I mean, Through These Doors came out, and you know, they were kind of struggling for views because Brad Miller time was taking all of them, and you know, I think with the Oshie lockout episode and then the Matt Green Hawk and Animal episode, you know, thousands and thousands of views, and especially compared to Through These Doors. So, you know, we thought we'd kind of let the viewers kind of have their not have to choose between one show or the other. We just thought we'd leave Through These Doors for them, and you know, it hasn't really worked out for them, but